Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda. Off here to a glorious 1v1 on Twin Beaches in the South Stands, Nostalgia93, fighting for America, freedom, democracy. Here with the 91st Infantry Division. Tasked with pushing onwards towards Rome. Standing in his way, though, is Spanky. Fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Here with the 90th Panzergrenadier Division, tasked with holding the line until more troops have been pushed in to establish a better defensive line and hold back the Americans. So we got a fast jeep here from Nostalgia93. Tends to be a common pick here with these kind of armor openings. You go for fast deploy veteran crews because both of them cost no command points. And so you can get out and meet your jeep at veterans you want and start grabbing points there. So that does tend to be a favorite opening from a lot of higher ranked American players as of late. Meanwhile here, Pioneers swing out Kencrad up north here, supported by the MD-42 there for Spanky. As always, a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters for the continued and generous support of the Propagandacast, allowing me to keep making all these videos. Big thanks to me for donating and support the Propagandacast with his hard-earned money as well. Big thanks to him. And of course, a big thanks to all of these people who keep liking and commenting on the videos, helping the YouTube algorithms to get my video out to more people. All of these really help me out. There's a big thanks to these wonderful and delightful people. Keep rushing forwards here for Nostalgia, racing down here the beaches, splashing a bit of water. God damn it, Carl! Stop doing that! Gets in my eyes. Second round, or 8 round squad here for Nostalgia. First shots fired here. Jeep encountering the Pioneers, or maybe up north. Kettenkrad here, the spot of scouts, and you force to support the Kettenkrad there. So we got a lot of fighting across all points here. Pioneers being shot at there by the Jeep, already taking a lot of damage. And of course, while they do some damage to the Jeep, the thing is though, this is one of the reasons why the Jeep opening is so popular, is the Pioneers, of course, suffer several losses. They're going to have to reinforce with the Jeep. It can repair itself for free, meaning any damage against the Jeep kind of ends up being non-existent, because again it just fixes itself up for free. So that's one of the reasons why Jeep openings are also a bit popular at the moment, simply because of that self-repairability combined, you know, with armor and fast veterans in one. It can be a real pain in the posterior. So Nostalgia definitely going in strong here. We got a second MU-40 here for Spanky. First now getting Grenadiers, second round squad here for Nostalgia. South side being claimed. US forces are rapidly advancing in 91st Infantry Division, getting a good grip here as the 90th Panzergrenadier Division is finding its front line already crumbling here like an awfully dry cake. Engineers here flanking with the grease guns, also by a part of these kind of openings. We're seeing actually like early Jeep and early Engineers. In fact, a lot more USF players of late going for very early Engineers, in part because they can then get down early mines. And because the Americans are typically also just less expending the missions in they're getting, unless of course they do go for fast passing there, they tend to also just benefit more from it. So that's sort of an interesting element worth noting there about the US openings as of late. MD-40 flanking the route squad, pin them down, force the way here, keep going for the car point here. Spanky being cornered in a small part of the map here, definitely a rough start here for Deutschland as Nostalgia there keeps up the pressure. We got a second Grenadier squad here for Spanky. It's definitely a bit of an unusual opening. Typically you see like the Grenadiers first, then the machine guns, or a mix of the two, but Spanky has gone for 2 machine guns first, then the Grenadiers. So that is a bit of a noteworthy opening here. Keep rushing in here rapidly for freedom and democracy. We got a mortar here for Nostalgia as well to put pressure on Spanky, and of course make it hard for him to use his machine guns. Other one sitting up from the base here. Second Grenadier squad ready. There's immediate signs of a battle group choice. It could be breakthrough, could be mechanized, could even be Luftwaffe, though typically tend to see Fallschirmpion in at least one squad here with the Luftwaffe openings. Ground points here. We got the Jeep racing up here close to Spanky's base. They're hitting their fuel point there. Bold aggressive maneuver, clearly meant to disrupt the German supply lines here. Nostalgia is just keeping up that pressure, keeping up momentum, and just looking to make it as difficult as possible for Spanky to stabilize. Of course, very solid tactics approach here from Nostalgia. You got Engineers now with the flamethrower. Kencrad Pioneers, I think, also equipped with the flamethrower there. That definitely indicates no breakthrough, because otherwise he'd be going for MP40s. That's like the first thing he could. Except maybe if this was Pachino, in which case you might see some players go for an early flamethrower to help deal with all the buildings, but even then, like most players tend to go for the MP40s first. So, lightly mechanized here, and of course we might get a clue of that in a few moments once we switch perspectives. to Spanky. And it is indeed mechanized. And we got a third Grenadier squad. So that's a bit of an interesting opening as well there. 3 Grenadiers, 74-2s typically tend to be more of a breakthrough opening here. Most Valorant players will not commit this heavily if they're not going for the MP40 Grenadiers, I find. So, another interesting choice here by Spanky. We got medics on the way there, very necessary. We got the Grenadiers pursuing the Jeep up north here. Of course, lacking any second tier structure or the officers' quarters. He doesn't access the Pantherfast here. In the south, mortifying down here on Spanky's positions here as Nostalgia and the 91st Division is further fortifying here. Mines going down. Smoke on the cutoff point, but now mortifying the machine gun position there. Bricks flying out there as high-explosive shells impact upon the machine crew. They're forced to vacate the premises. Meanwhile, in the south here, Grenadiers flanking only to run into the Sondier, or the regular gears with the flamethrowers, and of course their grease guns killing Carl there pretty rapidly though. But still, the flamethrower here and the grease guns are making quite the mess of the Grenadiers, force them to withdraw here. Machine gun also push back. We got, looks like more smoke here from Nostalgia, and we got the Jeep rushing in here. Really chaotic, hectic here between Nostalgia and Spanky going for the car point. Meanwhile, Spanky is hitting Nostalgia's fuel point there by the landing zone, and there you go. Ralph's got him top of the Pioneers, but not before he renders the point neutral here and retreats through the massive smoke here from Nostalgia. This is just an absolutely hectic opening here. So much going on here. Neither player really slowing down for much here. We do get a Panzer Grenade company for Spanky, troop enforcing healing. Far south here, we got men sneaking about here, ignoring the fuel point now, I think looking to get behind him. We got Mines even. I think he's actually trying to get a wipe in the Ralph squad, which honestly, I don't fault him for trying to do that. And get a wipe here, that'd be a huge advantage for Spanky. Meanwhile, Nostalgia here rushing out the Greyhound, immediate veterans you want. And he's forced to retreat. North here, troops moving northwards there. We got more smoke here. Good lord, he is really throwing around that smoke like he's sponsored by the Marlboro Corporation, isn't he? How do you like that for lucky strikes? Anyways, up north here, Kedenkrat Grenadiers here versus the Scouts. Fortunately for the Grenadiers, the Scouts shooting the Kedenkrat run. The Grenadiers here, grenade off. Mines exploding somewhere. Clearly not over the rainbow. Pioneers caught in the building. Greyhound rushing in. Their machine gun needs to get out of the fort. Gets wiped. Hands up. The Canona is on the way here for Spanky. And the match just keeps up with this insanely hectic pace. In the south, more mines on Spanky's fuel point here. Nostalgia is ruthless. Clearly a student of Zulu Cobra. Was definitely, you know, one of the big mine guys there. And he's going straight for the mortar, leaving here. Nostalgia better cut off. And there you go. Pioneers hit the mine. Almost getting wiped down the process. Greyhound getting Pantherfast close to the base. Pack 40 is ready now here for Spanky. Kedenkrat veterans who won. That's actually quite impressive. Since it didn't go for the research there, so that gives it access to camouflage. Wait, how does this camouflage value get this really neat blanket? Oh, at least it's a camouflage blanket. Yes, that's the idea. But you think we just give you like a grey blanket? Well, I mean, maybe some of the Americans are colorblind. I mean, it could be that, but don't worry, we wouldn't do that anyways. Greyhound firing at the Grenadiers here. Medics picking up the wounded, holding them off to the base here. Panzer up their Canona field, being hauled forward with the machine gun team there in tow. Grenadiers. Is he trying to hold out long enough to get off munition for the Pantherfast? I don't think so. There you go. Pack 40 slams into the Greyhound there. The entire armored car rocks to the side there as the crew probably realizes they need a fresh pair of underpants. Meanwhile, back here, Kedenkrat fixed up. No Panzer Grenadiers, no Stug. Choices there being made here by Spanky. Of course, he might plan here the Achtrad armored car. Schwerer Panzerspähwagen. Meanwhile, Ralph Squad pushed towards the hill here. Ralph Squad being suppressed here. Nostalgia's men are probably not feeling nostalgic at the moment. There we go. Achtrad there moving forwards. Sonderkraftfahrzeug 232, I believe. North of Grenadiers Ralph Squad due to the massive radio antennas and the aerials on the back there, which was the earlier ones there, as before they figured out how to make them smaller, they went up with these massive antennas. But they would later in the war come up with something a bit more compact, known as the Star or Stern antenna. But there you go. Captain Air Force back here, of course, indicates Info Support Center. Still no sign of BARs here for Nostalgia, which is definitely quite handy here for Spanky, considering he's only got Grenadiers. As soon as Nostalgia's riflemen hit those BARs as Grenadiers, life expectancy is going to drop significantly since they do not have access to BARs. At this point, it might even be worth them to consider like transferring out some of the grenadiers for Panzergrenadier. South, the Artrat pushing forwards. Scouts there definitely finding themselves met with the larger scout, the Artrat here, and down to single man there as the auto-cannon crash machine gun makes incredibly short work of them, almost annihilating the entire unit. Also, for those wondering, there's a little shield in the front. There's actually just extra armor there, basically spaced armor to help, you know, protect the front of the armored car just a bit better. Greyhound there being fixed up, mortar hanging about. Got a M24 Chaffee out in response here to the Artrat. Makes a lot of sense that the Chaffee tend to be quite good against that, rolling forwards here. And of course, is immediately veterans. Well, we also got the Scott here selected for Nostalgia, pushing forwards here through the southern beaches, crashing crates, fences, no boats. Dashing in there for democracy. Artrat there needs to get out of the premises before the Chaffee catches up to it here. Pack 40 turning around here. Artrat caught in a bad spot here, doing a bit of a turn there to get away. Glennie's went at the Pantherfast. Pack 40 gets a shot on the Chaffee there, punches straight for the frontal armor of the light tank. Flanking here, the MG42 going to force that one away. Decent shot there. And we got the BARs finally happening here for Nostalgia93. Meanwhile, Graham pushing in here, flanking around here, trying to sow confusion and chaos here in the lines of Spanky. And I'd say so far he's doing a pretty good job at it. Hitting the southern points again, though. Spanky is also hitting the points in return. But still, he's relying largely on grenadiers when he really, in my experience, would want some Panzer Grenadiers or something a bit heavier. We got another Pack 40 out here for Spanky, so definitely, I imagine, not looking to pull for Stugs, the Sturmgeschütze, tragically. Maybe home to hope that for Panzer Company and some Panzers, maybe some Starstorben. We'll have to see, of course. And the center Grenadiers finding out there, going before to fight, catching some riflemen, Stilhan Granate ripping through their uniforms, and more crucially, their flash, leaving quite a few of them dead or dying. Meanwhile, up north here, Artrat can fight as the near squad flanks on the MD42, only to be met with the MD42 and an Artrat here. We could see a wipe here on Nostalgia's engineers. Can Spanky achieve it? And he does. The engineers are absolutely pulverized, leaving no survivors. 4 engineers on the way from Nostalgia. Captain there being met with the MD42, the Buzzsaw, as it was known. In fact, had a lot of nicknames, including the Linoleum Ripper, and the Hitler's Violin was another one. The Bonesaw. You name it. They had a lot of nicknames. And there you go, Greyhound clearly got a bit too cocky there. Straight into the second Pack 40, lit up like fireworks. Mine's been planned here by Spanky and the German army. Very good. And we'll up here, troops heading out, reinforcing healing. Looks like no transfers out for Panzer Grenadier. So again, feels a bit awfully risky here from Spanky in my perspective. Meanwhile, we got the munition surplus here to, of course, make the BA upgrade cheaper. Cuts it down by half, which is obviously really good.
Engineers here.
Should also make the flamethrower cheaper, I think. I could be wrong.
We're losing a fuel point.
Can he not? Oh, it does actually make it cheaper. 25 minutes as well. That's like really cheap for a flamethrower too. Like, that's honestly like a really good upgrade, and it has removal package.
Capture point under attack.
Perhaps not as relevant now, but once it gives you repair bonus, I can see this also being a pretty big advantage of the Infantry Support Center. South here, Chaff running forwards, more to their veterans 1. German infantry of the 90th Panzer Grenadiers shown moving forwards here in the south. Chaffee rolling ahead here boldly, clearly not afraid of any German anti-tank guns. We got a second Artrat out here for Spanky up north. Grenadiers being hammered here by the BAR wielding rifle, forcing a mass retreat here. Artrats are getting ready to block the advance here. Crucially, Nostalgia doesn't have any like anti-tank acid supporting the rifle, so the double Artrat there will definitely be able to make an impact here. And I'm guessing at this point that Nostalgia's plan is like just be held up for the Sherman EC8. In the center here, Grenadiers opening up the Chaffee tank. Shoots, gets a light hit in there. And up north, the Artrat can survive. We got the Chaffee rolling in though. Going ahead with its 10mm gun. Go straight here for the arcades. And there we go. Great shot here. He is not upgraded. Half pumping hit there. Very good. And we got a second chaffee out here from Nostalgia. Managing to actually stay clear here of Spanky's mines until then. And right from the pack forward here, this is a great spot here for Spanky. Nostalgia's chaffee will definitely be lit up here. Great kill there. Second chaffee arriving. In the southeast here, fighting for the fuel point. Once more flares up here, but Nostalgia is forced back here. We do get Panzer Grenadiers out, and considering he's only got 2 Grenadier squads now, I think it's safe to say he did transfer them out. Thumbs up there to Spanky. He's also able, I think, to go for the Panzer Company and maybe like just pushing for Staatstruppen. And our Panzer Kampfwagen finished just direct holding out for the Panther up north, Iraq being met here with the Achtrats murderous autocannon. Jeff rolling in this time, they're getting him pushing forwards here. But they still got man for the mines, and there you go, kaboom! Bob and Louis there got their feet blown clean off. North, the Achtrats scores a wipe on Nostalgia. Great kill there for Spanky. He's really starting to inflict some heavy losses on Nostalgia. Really gaining a lot of Nostalgia's early advantage. Almost got the Achtrats there, but it does get away here. Victor Pons wise though. Nostalgia continues to enjoy a strong lead here with Spanky. In all the respects there, Nostalgia is definitely seeing much stiffer resistance, and more crucially, he's starting to suffer much heavier losses. Delayed fuse barrage in aiming for you too. Enforcing healing. We got fair amount of rifle infantry here though, but still suffering rough, so that is going to be tough here for Nostalgia to easily stomach. And the far southeast, Spanky could move up here, and we got another Panzer squad ready here, transferring out more Grenadiers. Thumbs up there.
Research completed. So,
but no sign of the Panzer Company here from Spanky. It also looks like he went for the Panzer Grenadier Officer Quarters. So, of course, his transfer out Panzer Grenadiers were transferred in. Immediately started Veterans 1, and his packs also gained Veterans 1. And on top of that, of course, they gain experience faster. Scouts here caught the beam for 2, rushing into a building that is right about to collapse. That feels fairly ambitious here by Nostalgia, and continues moving forwards. No signs of upgrades here, and they run straight into the Panzer Grenadiers and the MD42, and the results are very much expected. That is a quick retreat here from Nostalgia. Scouts, meanwhile, need to vacate the premises because, yeah, they're going to get wiped. In fact, it might be too late. Yeah, that was a wipe there. Another blow to Nostalgia. We got anti-tank guns ready. Chaffee, they need repairs. Mortars being head southwards there. Southern point being seized for the Grenadiers. A lot of action in there. Go. Chaffee fires at the Panzer Grenadier, doing absolutely sod all. So much action here. Spanky, though, is inching onwards towards the Panther, though, again. I feel like you just go for the Panzer Company and just, you know, push for something a bit more immediate. But we do get a mortar from Spanky, and we get another Kettenkraut. Interesting choice here. Oh, cancels the Kettenkraut. I was a bit unsure why I'd go for Kettenkraut this late. Would be interesting to see what he's going to do with it, but I guess that was a misclick there from Spanky. So there you go. Granatwerfer team out here for Spanky. Fighting him with a bit of support there. Of the lighter kind. That's a fun fact. The Germans at the outset of the war to consider the 8cm mortar a heavy mortar. It's a little fun fact there. Season back the southern points here. Nostalgia is definitely in a precarious position, but it also feels like at this point he's betting a lot there on the EC8. Lots of mines, by the way. I mean, good golly, I mean, both sides are just laying down mines all over the place. As they should, but it's been a bit surprisingly rare at the moment, at least, you know, for the first few months. If companies usually like players like lay heavy mines, we might get one player doing it, but to see both players like just go hard in on mines is definitely quite interesting to see there. So thumbs up to both players on this account. Panzer Grenadier advancing here. We got BARs and one of the Panzer squads up north here. Picking up clearly from a wiped American squad there. So what did you get over there, Jürgen? A candy bar? There's an American BAR. Well, at least you can shoot other Americans with them. Maybe get some candies out of it. Oh, yeah. You make a good point.
The enemy have taken our territory.
North here, Panzers and getting the route squad up here. Caught it between two bar squads. We've got the Arctic there pushing through here. Massive showers of water there being kicked up. And we got the mortar there joining in. It's the Panzers here by the lighthouse. Smoke being deployed here. I mean, that's actually like one thing I do find interesting is Nostalgia is like pretty quick on the trigger finger when it comes to smoke here against Spanky. So thumbs up to that. And there we go. Sherman easy out here. Brad Pitt has finally been summoned through the intricate ritual of placing enough champagne bottles in sufficiently large concentric circles. Anyways, anti-tank red hit here, Panzer being pushed back. Now the grid here on the outside, clearly Spanky's not paying attention. This could be a good kill here for Nostalgia. Nope, deploy smoke, gets away just in time. Even up north here, 91st Infantry Division launching a more all-out assault here. ECA, Chaffee going in hard against the Panzer, got the Pack 40 covering up. Pantherfast going off as well here. Brad Pitt already in a bad spot, bomb grenade, almost takes out the captain supporting Brad Pitt there. That was not quite a flawless assault here from Nostalgia against Spanky. In fact, over to Nostalgia. Grenadiers pushing in there. Of course, Nostalgia is not far away from another EC8. Also worth noting, they will be increasing the cooldown on the call-ins, so you won't be able to quite as easily just call in rapid EC8s in short succession once the patch hits next week. More right from there for Nostalgia. Oh, not cancel it because he probably realizes I can just go for more EC8s and just get a bunch more assault and continuous. Meanwhile, both Chaffee EC8 withdrawing here from the fight in the south, though. 91st Division is at least making better progress than they did up north here. Panzer Grenadier counterattacking, but yeah, looks like no Panzer Company, at least not yet here from Spanky, as he's like just going to push straight for the Panthers. What I'd like to see is some Star Swim, personally. I do love them. Ground squad getting hit by the German Granaten. We got grenade into the smoke here. A lot of smoke here, a lot of explosions, a lot of kaboom. Probably should also pull back that raft squad. To be honest, like most of the men there are very much in the vicinity of just dying rapidly. EC8 they're being fixed up, very good. Meanwhile, second EC8 is moments away here for Nostalgia. After's being fixed up.
We won't reinforce without your word.
Denying reinforcements and get out that second EC8. And we got 401 versus 227. Nostalgia still enjoys a strong victory point lead over Spanky here so far. Now he goes, second EC8 off. Mind going off here, killing Fritz and Reinhold. Is everyone alright? Fritz and Reinhold are dead. Ah, scheiße, not again. Again? You'd be surprised at how many Fritzes and Reinholds we lose. Second EC8 up there, Panzer's pushing it towards the southern victory point. EC8 striking back here, main gun, machine gun, blazing into the advancing German Panzergrenadier. Meanwhile, second EC8, they're racing northwards. Assault units riding along here. Quickly popping off here. Hold up at the northern point. We got the Outcut on the move here. And he's actually got the Pack 4 machine covering more actively up north here. Camp being hammered here. Outcut charging in. EC8 moving forwards. And there we go. You can see that the Panthers are arriving here for Spanky and the German army. Mine goes off here. That was a white phosphor shell of that there. But the Pack 40 is clearly going to force him back because it doesn't have like enough troops to like really punch through with enough momentum. Though we do get the second EC8 here. So it looks like Nostalgia is going to charge in there with the EC8 here. The Brad Pitt Wonder Ride is underway. Benny's about to get wiped out here. That would be a nice wipe here. We got the Panther counterattack here clearly. Nostalgia is not ready for the arrival of Kruppstahl here. And there you go. Got the pack, but not the Grenadier squad here. White phosphorus there deployed into the side of the Panther, messing with his line of sight. He almost got the machine crew here. Doesn't get the pack fully destroyed, but it does save the EC8 and does, I suppose, inflict some manpower losses here on Spanky, but perhaps nothing quite as heavy as you'd like to, like, you know, getting that Grenadier squad wiped, or say, seizing the Pack 40 and turning against the Germans. But on the other hand, just not losing the EC8 is honestly, under those circumstances, I'd consider that a win. Moving forward here, Panther joining in with its high velocity 75mm cannon here. We got packs on the flank here, Chaffee there, trying to do something, but it is powerless. Fighting for the fuel hill here continues, mortar joining in, then bombarding, I think, the Pack 40 here. We get late fuse barrages straight on the Panzer Mechanized. There we go, exploding the crew there in a shower of high explosives. Panzer going to be advancing, and the Pack crew does go down. Might be able to destroy the pack here with more shots there. Meanwhile, though, most of Nostalgia's tanks are in dire need of repairs here as right into mine here. Spanky loses triple Panzer. He's got a second Panther out here. Things heating up here as the 90th Panzer Grenadier Division is able to call up headquarters for some Panthers. Note these are the early Model D Panthers, which used a more early cupola, and they also crucially didn't have any pin-about machine guns, amongst other things. Fun fact. The early Model Ds also had a lot of other, shall I say, defects or lacking. They, for example, didn't have like any generator for the turrets. It was very much hand cranked, making it very slow. And what is this from Spanky? We actually get a half-track, a Mittlerer Schützenpanzerwagen, meine Herren. From south, the EC is being fixed up. Over to Spanky in a few seconds. Go.
They are hammering us.
I'm guessing an ambulance here from Spanky, though I certainly would like to see a Stummel, but I think most players at this stage would go for the ambulance upgrade here. Panzer Grenadier reinforced. Got the EC rolling forwards. But at this point, both of Spanky's anti-tanks have been wiped but not destroyed. He could still recover the anti-tankers, so far isn't showing much interest. Panthers moving forward, got spine scopes up here, I think I'm one of them. It's getting them. Soldiers moving up, we got the EC8, or chaff lining up here for something deeper here alongside the EC8. Looking to, I think, try and avoid running straight into the Panthers and the anti-tank guns. I'd say that's a very smart move, and there you go. Moved into or crew the anti-tank gun there with it. Thumbs up to him. Meanwhile, EC8 dying through here, Panthers being pushed back. And in fact, yeah, he's lost the Grenadiers. He actually did lose the Grenadiers then. Interesting. That definitely means the assault here was more effective than initially thought. Mine's going off for EC8, blowing its engine out there. Brad Pitt cursing his driver. God damn it, that's not what it says in the contract or the script. Get it fixed, man. Get it fixed. Panther moving forwards. With its high velocity gun then, 80mm of sloped armor. Front hardened cooked steel, and there you go. Shots fired here. And the primary coverage here from up on the hill town there, flying into the EC8s and the chaff here there. Shot bounced. But, ooh, pack bounces as well off the EC8. Bit of a standoff here. And the pack gets wiped again here, but the late fuse barrage might be able to sort this time around here. Almost got it. EC8 Chaffee pushing forwards again here. Shooting at the Panzer Grenadier. Oh, forcing back the Panzer. The EC8, the Veggie 2, it's getting so many shots at it. EC8 throwing in a white phosphor shell, though, from Nostalgia, actually, here on the Panthers. But we got the Panzer, EC8 going for the Panzer retreating to the base here. Could get a wipe. Pioneers wiped out here. Spanky and the 90th Panzer Grenadier short, supported by the 26th Ace, starting to suffer losses here. Diving to the base, he wipes the Panzer Grenadiers. A bold move here, but needs to get out before the Panthers knock out the EC8 here. A brutal move there. We got the Arcats moving forwards here, but against the EC8s, they are, shall we say, perhaps not the most effective measure. Meanwhile, Assault Engineers leading the way here with Minesweeper straight into MD42. They might be able to take the mines at a time, but they can't detect the MD42. Why not? They can't. Meanwhile, Panther diving against the EC8s here, caught in a bad spot here. White Phosphorus deployed in an attempt to save itself. Diving towards here. And the EC8 looks like, yeah, the Panther with White Phosphorus blocks the other Panther's roll here. Mine goes off, here's mortifying down. Chaffee hits the mine. Pack being blasted. We got the machine being crewed here, but the half-track again making good use of the recrew weapon ability to half-track. 2 thumbs up here to Spanky. Sherman there falling back here. Quite an engagement here, really. Panthers moving towards the center here, and yeah, we get an ambulance upgrade here for Spanky and his half-track there. In the southwest here, Panzer against the Draft Squad here. He needs more infantry, but he's going for more pioneers. Honestly, I still would like to see a Panzer company and some Starstruppen, but honestly, at this point, just more Panzer Grenadiers, even like Grenadiers, would sort of do the trick here. And there you go, Band Grenade off! Almost had it there. Atlas moving in, engaging the EC8. Not really effective, but oh well. We got 188 though for Spanky, was the 361 of Nostalgia. Panthers moving forwards here. Mighty Steel Beasts. And we got a third EC8 out here for Nostalgia. This is turning into quite an intense armored battle here with Panthers and EC8s clashing out here across the beaches and the beach town. Machining gewehr setting up. Hack there. I mean, it's sort of there, but it's clearly seen much better days. At this point, it's the sort of thing you'd see a restoration video about on YouTube. EC8's lining up here for a massive armor push here from Nostalgia. Guards here scouting out. They're trying to figure out where it's going to make the push, and looks like he is largely on the point. Panthers being fixed with the Pioneers here. Nostalgia probing up the south side here. We've got smoke being deployed here as well to support the push. Thumbs up to Nostalgia again. Very consistent use of smoke. Very good play there by Nostalgia. Very good play. Pushing forwards here with the EC8s driving straight up the center of the go. Panthers getting from the flank here. Pack gets a great shot in. They might be able to take out the ambulance, which is going to be kind of handy. He's going to need white phosphorus though, and the Panthers there go. Lead EC8 knocked up. Do get a white phosphorus shell here. Pack wiped out, but not before one of the EC8s hits a mine here. Nostalgia's EC8 is in deep trouble. Infantry up, clearing out the pack here. Could actually try and grab it, turn it against him. Up north, Artgar's holding assault with their assault engineers. Meanwhile, the EC8s keep firing. Pack has been crewed here by Nostalgia, even as his EC8 here is getting pummeled by the Panthers. Pack setting up here. Panthers could go down here to the Pack EC8 combo. There we go. EC8 down, but not before. Looks like a Panther's going to go up in flames as well here. Brutal. Up on the flank here. Artguards there diving in perhaps a bit too deep. Getting targeted here by the EC8. But we got the Panther moving forwards. Going for the anti-tank gun crew here. Shoots, but whiffs. Meanwhile, EC8 diving after the Artguards here. Ignoring the Panther for an easier target. That actually makes sense. And the ME4 Nook could also be seized here by Nostalgia. This is a huge blow to Spanky. Nostalgia has been able to knock out the Panther corps. Well, he did lose to two EC8s. By grabbing an anti-tank gun and a machine gun, he's able to at least fairly cushion those losses. At least he didn't get the ambulance. My God, so as Americans and the hatred of ambulances, I can't imagine what drives such a hatred of healthcare. Southeast here, Spanky moving forwards. But yeah, the lack of infantry, I think, is starting to become a bit of a hindrance for him. Meanwhile, Nostalgia's got a fair amount of it with a mix of riflemen and assault engineers. Panther anti-tank guns here versus an EC8 all clashing out here. EC8 taking a lot of damage here, but the Panther's being forced back here now as the anti-tank guns line up more and more shots, piercing the frontal armor. South here, the only remaining Panzergrenadier squad with the 90th Panzergrenadier Division advances forward steadily, and we got the Artguard there moving forwards. Ambulance is almost fixed up here for Spanky, closing on emergency too. And engineers there making a straight up move here. We'll have to see what he's planning. Is there a good delayed fuse barrage? But I'm guessing all EC8s. Almost got an info tip. Panzer closing in the assault engineers here, going at it for Deutschland. In the southwest here, machine guns, anti-tank guns rather than being hauled forward, so even as Spanky shifts his armored cars here towards the south. Staying clear of at least the worst of what Nostalgia can throw at him. And we got the Panther being fixed up. He's actually gone for like a... Okay, he didn't go for a third armored car. He just split up the two he had. For some reason I briefly thought, did he have like 3 armored cars? Because going for another armored car at this stage definitely feels a bit awfully risky. 38 was 137. EC8 driving southwards here. Pan's going to need a spot here with a gun, and he immediately fires away there. Mines being set off here as well. And Spanky's Panzergrenadiers rush off there in a panic. North, the Arcton engaged Rifle Squad here with the northern victory point here. Autocannon fire, raking GIs. Ambulance moving northwards as well here. Of course, at this stage, you could technically get back at base, like just make it cheaper to reinforce his Panzergrenadier or any other units that are going to retreat back into it. Plus, it reinforces it, heal them fast that way. It's like, you know, there's a lot of synergies there that can make it quite handy to have it back at the base. Just a quick note there anyways. But yeah, I think Spanky, well, besides more tanks, also needs more infantry. There you go, damaged engine. We do get another Panther out here for Spanky, and let's pop out to Spanky's perspective again.
We have the tactical advantage. We must make a stand.
Another Panther round support here, the 90th Panzer Grenadier. We sure we got the anti-tanks getting hit by the German Granatenwerfer. Mines being set off here. Almost got one anti-tank, but also crucially almost had veterans one access to the recon flare. Looks like Spanky's on the move again here. Panzer Grenadiers, Panthers on the move here. Granatenwerfer move further close to the front line here. Panthers move down the main road here. Straight ahead, and there goes Sorting spotted by the Panthers. Anti-tank lining up here. I imagine Nostalgia is close to another EC8. How much closer? And there you go, MD42 there, immediately starting to strafe the Germans with hot lead. Outcast moving in here. We got the Syrian artillery barrage lined up there. Very powerful, but it's expected to be one of those that actually gets toned down a bit. And at this point, it's just basically a choice between the Starstorm Assault package or the Vesper. The Vesper, though, personally, I cannot recommend. I've tried it. It's a bit questionable. Of course, the Starstorm Assault package requires to go for the Panzer Company and Starstorm. And even then, technically, at the moment, you're better off just sticking to regular Starstorm in a lot of cases, I think. We'll see. More delayed fuse barrages here. We got Spanky's mortar about to get wiped out. Just as he hit veterans who won with it. A bit of a stinging blow there to Spanky. We got Nostalgia bringing up with his rifleman. Lines being laid down here by the assault engineers, looking to try and halt any German advance here from Spanky, which obviously makes sense. Hitting the victory point here. So, a lot of fighting here. Rifleman up to occupy the position by the Lighthouse here, flanking the machine gun. We got more Panzer Grenadiers of Spanky. 2 thumbs up. In the end, what matters is he gets more infantry. And Panzer Grenadier can get out of Veterans 1 right off the bat is definitely a very good addition. Good work there by Spanky.
We have 100 points left.
100 points left here for Spanky. He needs to pick up the pace here. Well, he has to pick up the pieces. Meanwhile, we got here another EC out here for Nostalgia in the south. The Arctards hosting the rifle there with autocannon fire. There you go. Fresh Panzer Grenadier squad ready here for Spanky und das Vaterland. Pioneers charging up to the waiting assault engineers here. Grease guns being unloaded into the MP40 building. Pionier Arctards are being up as well to assist. Meanwhile, though, clearly lining up here pushing the south. The Panzer Grenadiers are met with fierce fire from the EC8s. Anti-tank and providing support here. Up north, mine goes off the Pioneers. Arctards closing in. And did he actually activate that one? I think he did. Yup, Syrian artillery going off here, mines go off, and the entire beach section just explodes as the anti-tank crews are pulverized. Meanwhile, EC8's going up here, clearing out the machine gun there, good kill. But crucially, with the anti-tank guns gone here, Nostalgia's flank is wide open, and Spanky is clearly seizing upon this here, flank up behind the machine gun, north of the anti-tank, and here with the Arctards first. Panthers falling up here, a devastating artillery strike here. Panthers now going for the EC8. He needs to deploy the white phosphorus to car up here. The retreat of his EC8s. But even when he does save the EC8s, the problem right now for him is, you know, he's lost his anti-tank guns. Up north, he minds by the sound of it going off, but clearly of secondary importance to what's going on here on the beaches where the anti-tank guns are being effectively destroyed here by Spanky's Panthers. Rifleman moving forward here. EC8 repositioning. Got the southern victory point. Panthers disengaging. Arctards in repairs. We got Grenadiers here for Spanky. Probably more than anything just from cheap infantry and probably just also a way to additionally forces troops to the front line. EC8 repositioning towards the north here. Mines exploding around the Panzer Grenadiers. The world now nothing but a shower of dirt and fragments. We got the Arctards moving up here. Panthers moving forward to pursuing this EC8, and we got a swarm of Sonnies moving forwards, but not before the EC8 gets flanked by the Panthers. White phosphorus fights straight into the Panther here. Other EC8 flanking in quite aggressively, wanting to kill those Arctards, but he's also driving deeper in here to the Lion's Den. More white phosphorus deployed here before realizing he's engaged. Tries to take a turn, but it's a turn into a mine from Spanky. Mein Gott. Panthers moving forwards here. clearly sensing an opportunity to suffer the wipe there. Of course, right now for Nostalgia, the priority is getting those assault units to fix up that EC8 before the Panthers catch up. The South Field machine gun overrun by the Panzergrenadier. What the crazy fire smoke being deployed. Got the EC8 fixed up. Artillary moving in here. Panthers moving up from the other side here. Good shot there in the south here. We got the EC8 versus the Panzergrenadier backing up the Rifle Squad here, forcing the German troops to retreat here. Back to Nostalgia. Up north, the EC8 diving after the Artilleriet here. We got a Pack 40 here. They're ready for Spanky und das Vaterland. And now we got the Panthers here, looking to spring the trap, but Nostalgia here is looking to take a very long and circuitous route here to save his EC8. Definitely the right way, honestly. Narrowly dodging several of Spanky's mines while he does so. Holy smokes, but there's still a chance for the Panthers to catch up with the EC8. Now the EC8, there's 2 damage, so it's easily assist here. He could try another white phosphorus shell here, but the EC8 is pointing in the wrong direction, so he can't turn around fast enough. And there we go, the Panthers score a kill for the fatherland. Nostalgia is down to just 1 tank now here, in the face of Spanky's double Panthers. And Nostalgia's other EC8 isn't dying into repairs. Far up north here, the Panzer is being met with 2 assault unit squads here. A swarm of grease guns sends those Germans running. Panther pushing southwards. Anti-tank in there for Nostalgia. Got 310 versus 47. Far up north here, Artilleriet, they're actually moving in the ambulance to contest, try and grab the point here. As with the raid package, you can actually grab points here, but the assault units with smoke are contesting the point. Of course, you could chuck a bone grenade right into the midst. Panthers diving to the base, but clearly a bit held off here. There we go, bone grenade that did its job. Assault units being pushed back. We got ace level on those Panzergrenadiers now. Mortar still added as well here. EC8 diving northwards, not heavily damaged. Nostalgia clearly isn't too concerned about how damaged the EC8 is, or how much Brad Pitt is going to swim for. 1 shot bounce from the Pack 40. Panther gets a shot through here on the EC8. Nostalgia quickly hightailing it out of there though, in the face of the double Panzerkampfwagens. North the Artilleriet flanking the mortar there through the very northernest of beaches. And the Panthers keep the pursuit here. EC8 desperately trying to escape here. Could maybe try a white phosphorus shell here, but it's too late. And the EC8 goes up in flames. Spanky scores a kill for the Deutschland. We got 27 for 10. Up north here, Panzergrenadier is about to get wiped out as Nostalgia unleashes a brutally efficient flank. We've got a machine gun, the recruit by the Grenadiers. Halting here. Nostalgia's attempt here to quickly close out the match. Probably should pull back the machine gun here. It's down to just 1 guy. Antonin's up, engaging the Artilleriet. Great shot there. Could take it out here. 1 more shot. Can he get it off? Can he get it off? No! The anti-tank gets right past the gun. And we got the Panthers moving in. We got 299 versus 27. Nostalgia is inching close to another EC8, but can he get there? I mean, he probably can, but when he gets there, will it matter? I suppose is the better question to ask. Will it matter once he gets there? Northern points being grabbed here by the Panzergrenadier. We got the ambulance here grabbing points as well. Wait, the ambulance, why are they grabbing points? The German ambulance. The Americans are going to shoot at us no matter what. Ah, yeah. Good point. Now the Artilleriet here for Spanky though. Probably just help grab points and put more pressure on Nostalgia. I also imagine at this point, after a match lasting over 40 minutes, Spanky might be starting to feel just a bit fatigued. At which point you're more likely just also fall back to stuff like this because it's easier to manage in your head. Additional bars up there for Nostalgia's rifle and apparently finally remembered where they were. Now the anti-tank ready here for Nostalgia. Clearly not just going to hold out for another EC8. Not that I fault him. Artilleriet there is about to go up in flames now. Oh, got it. And they got the lieutenant. F. Anyways, assault engineers Rifle Squad pushing forward into the Remaining lines here of Spanky by the southern point. He should actually merge the Grenadiers with the Panzer Grenadiers. I'm surprised he actually done that. That would mean to get them to, like, you know, 5-man squad status. There we go. No? No? No merge? Really? Really? Huh. That feels like a slip there by Spanky. But back to Spanky here. Pushing in the team with the flanking troops. We got smoke deployed here. And we got a massive push on the anti-tank guns. Artcards, Panthers diving in here. Infantry being murdered. A brutal push here by Spanky. Still looking to close the fight out before Nostalgia closes him out. The sudden Hail Mary move there. Anti-tank guns are being decimated. Ultra Crews finally looks like they're going to go down. Machine Crews also having a bad time here. It is a absolutely brutal fight here. And Nostalgia looks like might finally be done with, perhaps. We've got 27 to 55, and he could still win this, but there go Artcar pushing for the other victory point here. Assault Engineers rifling and fighting the Panzer Grenadiers, doing what they can here. About to get another wipe here on Nostalgia. We got 26 to 255 here. Panzer Grenadiers there got wiped, but not before the Americans got wiped. The fight just does not slow down, does it? And we got what looks to be another Artcar out here. He's just frantically pressing buttons. Machine gun wiped here by the Panthers and the Artcards. Ground squad's about to go down here. 25 as 255. Ace level Panzer Grenadier. And we do get one more EC8 out here. 250 points left here. Nostalgia though keeps fighting. He is so close, he can almost taste victory. And I don't know, I guess it's all, you know, gunpowder in the air. Panthers are engaging violently. Route Squadron was wiped out here. Another stinging series of blows here to Nostalgia. Smoke again being deployed here. He is absolutely on point with the smoke usage, to be honest. Got the EC dying 14 to the Panther. Good shot there. Could actually get away, I think, with popping focused fire here. Just get it down faster. Ace level Panther. White Phosphorus deployed here. EC8 that goes down. And there we go, GG, I think. Oh, just Spanky calling out there. Just gonna wait to see if there's something a bit more here. There we go. GG, well played. Game over. A hell of a fight here on Twin Beaches between these two excellent players of Companies 3 with a lot of back and forth action. Nostalgia, really, it was very close. I mean, he had some excellent smoke usage and other things there, but I think he got a bit too caught up in the north at times. So we're going to make better progress in the south there. I think some mines around here probably would also help. But really close fight here. Spanky Zone also fought back well. It was really close. I do think part of this was just that single artillery barrage really just bailed him out there when he really needed it. He could have cost on with some infantry, maybe a faster panzer company with some Starstorm or something else a bit earlier might also prove helpful there. Perhaps not, but you know, either way, I hope you enjoyed this match because that was quite a fight. So if you liked it, you can subscribe, like, share, comment. Support the Propagandacaster, you know, by just helping me with the usual algorithms. You can also donate or pledge on Patreon. Links in the description. This is Imperial Legion. Cheers and see you all tomorrow for our last episode. Bye, everyone.